Well, hey YouTube, welcome back my friends once again to Jack's Photo and Tech. And in my last video, I showed you getting the gear prepared for a photo shoot. And I showed you that I had an umbrella in the actual light stand. And I may have showed you, I may have not, of my softbox. And I took a test picture just of myself, and it seemed a little bright and harsh on the one side. So this is going to be a interesting photo shoot today just to get reacquainted. The light meter should have dialed it in perfectly, but it was really hot on the right side of my face where the light is set up at. So what I decided to do instead was, for this headshot shoot that I have to do today, is I'm going to actually use a softbox. So I'm going to try first with the softbox. The umbrella is still open, sitting on the floor in case I need it. But I figured I'm going to go ahead, since I have the softbox, I think it's I don't know, might be a 4 foot by 4 foot softbox, or 3 foot, it might be 3 foot by 3. I don't know exactly, but it's a smaller one. It's portable. It's awesome, man. It comes in a little pouch. Matter of fact, I'll show you that pouch. Hold on. Let me show you it here. The pouch that it came in. I don't think that's the pouch. Actually, I think this is the pouch. Is this the pouch? I think this is. So it comes in this real little pouch here, and it's really super nice to carry around on photo shoots. Yeah, you need a light stand, but you know, that's nothing. I mean, I have a really big softbox also, like a 6 foot by 6 foot softbox. And I take that when I do senior portraits outside because I can light up, you know, get a nice big light on my subject. But I'm going to try and do this with headshots today. So let me back his camera up here, and we're going to show you a little bit of the setup that I'm using for my headshot studio today. You will notice that the studio is in my garage I built. And we built this garage. I used to do all this photography stuff. If you guys look back at my channel years ago, when my wife used to be my actual subject to do live photography shoots, live streams, which was always interesting. What happened back then was we used to do it in my computer room. So it was really cramped and it was really tight in there. And you guys probably noticed that if you watch those videos. Go back and look at some of those. But it's really neat. We used to rent a lodge at, you know, where we live. And we used to rent a place for, he would charge me $50 for 4 hours, which was fair. I would just, you know, run that into the client's bill anyway and get paid back for that. But I don't have to do that anymore. I got this beautiful garage now. It's 24 foot wide by 30 foot long. I just pulled the car out this morning and I have a studio, man. So I could do more of these videos and I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm really going to be bringing you some cool stuff here at Jack's Photo and Tech. So, you know, as they always tell you, and I'm not going to throw it out there, but hit the sub button. All right, let's back the camera up here, or back the GoPro up here, and I'm going to show you the setup now, what I did, okay? All right. So with that said, obviously I have my backdrop set up black, okay? So I don't really want that black to show up in the photos. So the subject is a female. I just want her, okay? I don't want really a backdrop, so I'm going to use black. Then what I did was I finally figured out how to set the softbox back up because I haven't done it for years, guys. And, you know, is that my fault? Probably. So here's my softbox. I bought it from Neewer. See what the side of it says there? Neewer. And I don't really know the size of this thing, and I know you're going to kill me in the comments, but I think it's 3 by 3 is what I think that softbox is. It's got a double diffuser in there because I was getting some harsh lights on my face with that umbrella right there. So I decided I'm going to put the softbox up here and see what we can do with it. All right, let's back up here a little bit. Here's the camera setup, right? I'm doing portrait photography, so I'm going to do it in portrait mode, not landscape, you know, because it's a headshot. So we're going to do it in portrait mode. You can see here where I got my triggers set up. And these triggers, again, are Godox, okay? Godox, right? And it came with the flash kit that I showed you on my last video. And I tell you what, these triggers, this thing will actually run, I believe, 3 different channels. So I can set my other flashes up. I'm not going to use those today. What I did, though, I brought down a deflector I use, or reflector, I'm sorry. So I brought down a white reflector. See that? This is just a piece of white foam board I bought at a local dollar store. So if I need that to lighten up underneath the subject's chin, I'll just have that held underneath her chin and she'll be able to, use that. So I think that's going to work out just fine if we need it. And I wish I would have started this a little bit earlier, because what I would have did, like years ago, like I used to do, is I used to actually hook the camera up to the computer. And when I did that, it allowed me, try to pull this down a little bit. It actually allowed me to show you guys, as we were doing those live shoots, the photos that I was coming up with. So that was pretty cool. Again, I consider myself a semi-professional, not a professional photographer. I don't do it every day for a living. To me, that's a professional photographer. That is their main source of income. That's a professional photographer. To me, and you can't judge people's photos if they're good, bad, or whatever, and differ. Here's the only thing I can tell you, that lately I've been talking to a lot of my buddies about photography. I just went away on a 5-day trip. Now, it was a motorcycle trip, not a photography trip. But we all do YouTube videos, and we all do photography stuff, right? People don't know what a good photo is anymore. That's a problem, right? And I'm going to do a video on that, solely talking about photos and what is a good photo. My wife told me yesterday, we had a birthday party for our 1-year-old granddaughter, and she said, oh, our daughter was taking beautiful pictures of her. They were lovely. Yeah, but was it lovely for the lighting? Was it lovely for the pose? Was it lovely for the right reasons? Or was it just a nice snapshot, right? There's a difference. And it's hard to show people the difference because we got all these stupid smartphones nowadays. Snap, 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 snap. Oh, that's a beautiful landscape. Is it a wide angle landscape, right? Not that the iPhones and the Androids, they do take beautiful pictures. But to me, they're not actually photography type pictures. To me, a photography type picture is what I'm doing today. I got lighting. I got electronic triggers that I'm using to rely on to trigger my off-camera flash. The flash is not on the camera, right? Awesome. So you don't get that, so I get more of a rounded depth of field kind of feel. I have a backdrop, you know what I mean? So this is more what I would call photography, okay? Taking pictures with your iPhone, your Android phones, guys, that's called snapshots, okay? Those just replace the old little box cameras that we used to take pictures and send them off to get developed. It's kind of what that replaced. But I do love photography, and I really got to get back into it more. I got a plan on sending out. I want to buy a wide angle lens. Today, actually, I'm using, and don't beat me up in the comments because you'll be like, Jack, that's not a portrait photographer lens. I'm going to start out with a 35 millimeter lens, fixed focal length at 1.8 f-stop. Is what I'm going to start out with. And then I don't have a 50 millimeter lens, right? Some guy, I watched one of his videos, he called it the nifty 50, because 50 millimeter, man, it'll do a lot, right? Definitely do some nice portraits, close up stuff. But I'm going to try a 35 millimeter, hopefully not get too much or any distortion. And I do have my kit lens here, which will go to 50 millimeters. So if push comes to shove, I'll switch over. I'm going to use that for a while too and shoot some photos with that. So all in all, I hope this to be no longer than maybe an hour photo shoot. Try to get some shots for her. She needs some headshots for college, and that's my goal. So this is a neighbor photo shoot. I did her senior pictures, and she said, "How much do you charge?" And I don't like charging my neighbors, and I know that's bad business, but I'm not in the business of photography, right? I'm in the business of teaching, and I'll tell you more about that in another video because I know you guys aren't up to date with my life. So. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, this is a headshot photography shoot today, headshot photo shoot. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll film much of this, but I did want to show you the setup with the softbox, okay? And that softbox, guys, it didn't cost a whole lot. Don't buy $100 million name brand equipment if you don't need it. Neewer is great. Godox is a great company. I've had really, really good luck. Yeah, my light meter I showed you in the last video. Yeah, I did pay up for that, but remember, I've done a lot of YouTube videos for photography, and a lot of those videos actually, I did buy all my own gear. Nobody gave me any gear, but earning money off of YouTube did pay for a lot of this gear. Doing weddings paid for a lot of this gear, which I don't do weddings anymore, but I'll tell you about that another day too. We'll go into some discussions and topics, and I know YouTube, normally you guys, you don't do feel-good videos. Like you really probably don't care about what I think or what I do, but I like to share with you, right? And I think that's the important part of YouTube that I'm getting away from that I want to get back to. All right, so let me go ahead and stop this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you like this style video, guys, and you want to see more of it, man, give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you out there. Hit me up in the comments and say, hey, Jack, nice to see you back again. I'm going to be putting more stuff on Jack Photo and Tech. I renamed it a few years ago from Jack's Photoshop Elements because I started doing photography work on it. People got mad. So, and I do throw some kind of tech videos up every now and then just to offset my curiosity, and that is what I do for a living anyway. So it helps me to expand my goals, expand my region, my reach, right? Thank you so much for watching again. Give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Stick around, man. I guarantee I'll film another video, and I don't know what it'll be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be interesting, and hopefully you want to sit around and watch it, on your big screen TV. Thank you. Until next time, keep those shutters clicking, keep those editors editing, and I'll see you back here next time on Jack's Photo and Tech. Bye for now, everybody.